Welcome back to Bustérs. Here we are. I'm doing it again. All right. Monologue time. I'm easily triggered by people. One time a song was playing and I said to my friend, "Who sings this?" And he said, "Glassjaw." And I said, "What the fuck did you just call me? Are you saying I have a fragile jaw?" And he said, "No, that's the name of the band, you idiot." Nick DiPaolo, he once said, "You show me a comedian who's good at advertising himself, and I'll show you someone who's not funny." That's a good point, Nick, because nobody's ever been able to advertise something in a funny way. It's not like there's an entire industry focused on making you giggle so you buy their product. As guys, we pride ourselves on being smart. But how smart are we if we insist on being the breadwinners in our relationships? We are voluntarily opting for a lifestyle that requires us to do more work and be less happy. What the hell is wrong with us? That's what I say. But more importantly, what is it with us guys who are so afraid of pink and purple? I can't, really fathom the thought process. Maybe we think, if I'm seen wearing anything pink or purple, somebody is going to come over and rip off my dick and tell me I'm not a man anymore. That's logical, right? But Los Angeles, people talk about how great Los Angeles is, but it's pretty much Kensington, Instead of falling down from fentanyl, they're falling down from too many shots and too many lines of cocaine. I got another $1 billion idea. I like to pitch them all the time. My new $1 billion idea is a mandatory meeting with a guidance counselor for every kid in school, one time a week, because school sucks. School is hell, and more mental health freedom treatment is helpful, so that's my little recommendation there. This guy Rex, I'm sure you've all heard of him. He likes to pretend he's all about the art of comedy, but his main insult towards people is, "You don't even have a job." Look, bud, the type of person who judges somebody for their occupational status is not an artist type. I think that's pretty obvious. Artists think outside the box. The idea of getting your self-esteem from how good you are at swinging a hammer wouldn't even occur to an artist unless it was part of an art installation. The entertainment industry, people talk about it. And I think it's fascinating because in the entertainment industry, you can fail at things for many years, but someday you can write a one-man show about what a failure you were, and it can become a hit, and all of a sudden you're a success because you were such a failure. One trait I definitely prefer in black people over white people is they aren't as quickly willing to be somebody's bitch. Shout out Tyrone. I look forward to the day when the word woke is no longer uttered and we can look back at how dumb we sounded about saying, "Oh, that's woke, that's woke." That's not even proper English, you fucking pieces of shit. This guy, Ethan Klein, he's the type of guy who will buy a $20,000 chair and still refuse to sit up straight in it like a civilized human being. Learning to code is no joke. And I mean that literally. There's no funny joke I could think to write about it. The other day I saw my neighbor's car parked in their driveway. And it must have been parked there for like 6 years straight. And I thought, what if each day I took a piece from the car until there was nothing left? I realized eventually how dumb that was, but it doesn't change the fact that I really had that thought, what if I took his car apart? And speaking of cars, my friend's Ford Fiesta breaks down a lot. I'm starting to wonder if it's a Ford Siesta. You know, Volkswagen lied about the emissions on their cars, which just goes to show you that when it comes to gas, German folks are up to no good. You know, people say that the Holocaust never happened. I say, why are you trying to take Germany's biggest accomplishment away from them? People say I'm immature because I still play Mario Kart, and I want to say, you know, that's the thing that makes me immature. How about the fact that I need my parents' approval and I need them to weigh in on every decision I make, or the fact that I can't manage to put socks on my feet on a daily basis? You know, they should give parents a trophy for doing a good job, because maybe some of them would actually give a shit. Oh, I can't, you know, if I help my kid, they'll have a good life. I don't care, but I would like that shiny thing over there. I noticed that I would, during COVID, I would pick and choose when to be cautious about it. You know, I'd be, oh, it's cousin Sarah's birthday party. Sorry, I can't go. Don't want to get sick. Oh, the Mario movie is out? Well, I'm sure I'll be safe. When people think a house is haunted, it's a lot easier to get away with mistakes. Oh, honey, why is that toilet overflowing and the vase is broken and there's flour all over the kitchen? What did you do? Oh, I don't know, honey. It must have been a ghost. Because I'm not cleaning up that shit. Dalmatians. You know Dalmatians? They kind of look like dogs that God started coloring in and forgot to finish. Yeah. So, Provo Kid said, what's the Instagram angle over YouTube? Nothing wonderful about it. Just simply the fact that, I got rid of my Facebook, and this is the only thing that's worthwhile. It's the only thing I have left, you know, until I rebuild the YouTube. So let's see what's happening over at, I was covering Shaw for a little bit. Let's look into that. Let's go back to what Sam was talking about. And then I want to get into some new shows.
All that time, he was LARPing line. It wasn't what he presented.
He was LARPing, he was lying, he was laughing.
Well, I thought about
all the L's.
It didn't make sense. It just didn't make sense.
The Burt Kreischer movie's coming out. That's going to be exciting.
Don't ideas come to you like that sometimes? They're Becky Boo. Hello, Ben.
Becky Boo.
Oh, my head mod Claudia said.
There we go. Some style.
Do surgery or something. So I wanted to acknowledge the job she did. God bless. And when you come back, here I am to support you, Claudia. But for now, I don't even have her here to support me.
Well, we reached 40.
Do I set up those situations where it's me against the majority? That's all right. Let's chat.
Yeah, we were talking about that. Sam loves to be
to be tolerant and to battle those who attack.
The David and the Goliath situation.
I'm trying to give most people mods.
Or
don't go over those boundaries. If you want to keep in the conversation, attack me and whatever, motherfuckers. Exile 1. Lied.
Let me move forward a little bit.
The 9 were against me. Maybe 1 was for me. And he decided it was time to jump ship. That makes sense, right? Don't you think, you all? That's what he did. But now that makes sense. But it says something about the man. Something not good. Something not good. It's either one or. Either he put all the hours into fronting or lurking or basically lying, pretending. And that's not good. Or turning his back because he thought other people, there were more of them or more popular. Only thing that makes sense. And I don't want to deal with them because there's no explanation that he could say that's honorable. Both speak to my not wanting to have him do anything. That's the only thing I can do. What else can I do? If I bring him up,
what else can I do?
He wants to be part of Shaw. He wants to be part of a show that things happen. We just don't sit around and target someone and slander people. I'm not a drunk. I don't talk racist, anti-American stuff.
Anti-American.
Not here.
No, hell no. But what if he talks about the racism in America? That's anti-racist, but it's also anti-America. That's a little pickle right there.
Who else is out there? Abe said he's not going to be on as much. Mark's out there. I like Mark Terry. Where else you go, Becky Boo? Becky Boo is, she got her feelings, but she's basically a decent person.
She's got feelings. She's a woman. She has her mother's nature.
Right. But if people want a mod, and when I go places, I want a mod. If they're fairly neutral, if they're willing to listen, you got a mod. I know, Becky, you're probably with other people, but you seem like a fair person.
Stern but
I'm reading
fair.
Your comment. You clubbed your step. Oh, you might be telling about something about yourself. Becky says, hey, we're like kindred spirits. I told you I clubbed my stepdad over the head with a pool cue. Well, if true, I think it goes back to...
Sports equipment is great for hurting your father figures.
I started this by saying, I didn't see this comment. I was trying to figure out how I ended up here. Because I am a good guy. By the way, if I bring up someone like Ben and I get porn bombed, it's early on. I don't expect it, but...
Sam, I came up just to say that you need...
That is the voice of Ben Ashworth for the Universal Audience.
People, and Ben might be one. Let me get rid of this. Where are you, Ben?
I'm here. I'm backstage.
Ben Ashworth, I'm under siege.
I know.
It's fine. Tell me the truth, but don't make up slander. Don't make up slander.
This goes good with my point. What I was going to say, you're under attack.
Yeah.
And you need Becky. You need to give Becky Boo a wrench.
I think she has one.
No, it's a disgrace.
Wrenches are for men. Men use tools.
Okay,
only men.
Would you talk to people while I go do that?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Sam got that from me.
Make sure she got a comment because I'll
going
go to
off
YouTube.
stream.
I have to do that to give her a wrench. I can't do that from here.
She just said, "Thank you, Ben."
Not making sure. What about me? Okay, I see your comment. What are you going to talk? Why don't you talk to
Sam? Doesn't know how to use
Thank
tabs. He can't talk and go to another tab at the same time.
Yeah, you can definitely trust her. You can definitely trust her.
No, what about you? You're the one up here.
Well, of course, obviously.
Okay.
Ben gets shit done, Randy Savage says.
Hell
so,
yeah.
it'll be, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 minutes.
Okay, that's cool.
So he literally has to
I hate leaving control
leave
of
panel.
The stream, really.
Well, then how about I just leave? How about I just leave and you dead air for 5 minutes then?
I want to believe you.
Well, what can I tell you, Sam? I'm not going to do anything but talk to chat.
So I'm leaving, right?
You said that. That's what you said.
Can you blame me after what Exile did? What do you think about this Exile?
I think it's
he should be
cool
exiled. I made that joke last time.
If he did it as a troll, and if he did it like now, if he's like lying as a joke, it's a pretty crummy joke. Oh, I'm lying about that. You know what I mean?
I don't think he's lying. The only thing that makes sense to me,
Ben looks like a guy from Philadelphia right now.
From the beginning, did you hear my explanation? Have you just come on?
No, I've been off and on.
Really?
I was eating mashed potatoes. Hey, I'm going to get off of here so you
He
can
was
go
eating
do that,
mashed potatoes.
No, you have to stay on.
Okay,
The man paints a picture.
Keep me on all day.
How much time do I have?
5 minutes.
What are you going to do after 5 minutes?
Probably be in chat, but I can leave knowing that Becky has a wrench and there's a.
Well, why don't you?
Kelly have a wrench.
Do you care that people go to your channel? If so, say what it is.
It's the same as my name, Ben's Awesome Mix Channel.
I went there. You were on the couch.
I'm gonna start doing like guitar stuff and shit again.
I miss your chat. Oh, don't get mad at me. I've gone after Ben, but fuck, I kind of miss your channel, man, because I proved it. I used to go in there, right?
Yeah.
I liked it.
Mm-hmm. You always were very kind.
Well, I was honest. Why would I go in there if I didn't like it? Good.
Well, there's a lot of people do this thing called hate watching, Sam.
Yeah, Sam never heard of it.
They don't really like what's going on, but they're still watching these people just to get one little comment. They could screenshot and send it ever to all around the Discords and make YouTube videos.
What's up?
And videos, man.
He doesn't know up from down, but he knows what's up.
What about the doctor tapes?
You know about the doctor tapes against me, Ben?
You talk about them, but you never really get very specific.
So you talking about the RDA shit from 5 years ago?
Through it, please. I will now.
It has something to do with Sheppy, right?
Okay. So, will you ask me questions and make you're helping me?
Dude,
My name is Sam and I am crazy.
This brought up these doctorings. So let's try to make it interesting.
Doctors, I prefer nurses.
Oh, you don't want to do it? Okay, I won't press you to do it.
It's probably interesting, but could you go get that wrench for? Because I'm going to have to.
Yeah.
Okay,
well,
cool.
What are you going to do when I'm gone?
Talk to chat.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, let me make sure. Is it Becky Boo?
Yes, Becky Boo.
I got it.
All right. Okay. Type Becky every once in a while.
Do you want me to stay in YouTube and you can take over the show?
No.
Would that be interesting?
No.
Only if you want.
I got no plans for that, man.
You want to? No, it's up to you. You can say no.
He said no.
All I want is you to give her the wrench, then it'll be back to you. Because you're doing good. That's all I wanted to say.
Okay.
There we go. Sam got his compliment.
All right.
That's all he needed.
Yeah, see you later.
How come you're never excited? I'm going down, and the sharks and all this, and you're so calm.
The sharks?
I mean, that's good.
Sam hates when people are calm. He's like, what do you mean you're maintaining your composure? Are you mentally ill? You're maintaining your composure. That's not good. What the fuck? It just stopped. All right, let's cut forward a little bit.
I'll go to chat. Thanks for showing up, just to give me a chance.
All right.
You know what's good? You don't think about is I have this back pain.
Oh.
I heard all these. I'm strong. I am strong, man. And people would talk about their backs, whine about their backs, whine about their back pain, and then. I lifted this heavy thing, a bunch of bottles of water.
Wow. A case of water.
My back spoke to me and said,
Sam is old.
You, Sam, here I am.
Fuck you 80-year-old man.
I've been your backbone. I've been the backbone.
Literally.
And see what it feels like, motherfucker.
Sam has a backbone.
When I don't feel good.
He won't have a backbone
that means
in a literal
sense. You don't
sense.
feel good, Sam Hill, and here I am. Really, whoa. I know what those people know now, and talking to you, I'm focused on you, and the pain kind of leaves. I went to the doctor, he said, they give you Oh, such a specific window. Give it 5 days to 6 weeks.
All right.
Yeah.
Would you like the doctors to be less
that
specific?
pain medication I was taking, it ran out, doctor.
Oh, 5 days to 6 weeks. That is pretty vague. Oh, it'll last you 1 month or 5 years.
I've been taking pain medication, and it makes you...
feel good?
It makes you feel kind of druggy. I really don't like it, so I haven't taken it today.
Well, it is drugs.
I like being me.
He likes Ambien, though.
I know, Becky. I know, Becky Boo. I talk too much.
I also listen too much. Is he going to say that part?
But I listen too.
Oh, he changed it.
Becky Boo.
He went freestyle with it.
We talked about exile. I'll talk about him, but I'll have no dealing with him. I didn't care enough to give him an image. I got these images.
So he only shits on you if he cares about you.
I'm going through images. Oh, I like to put up
lady.
Pictures of beautiful women.
Big, beautiful black
the
women.
Whore.
Let me do a screen switch. Is this gonna stay? I bet it won't. Oh, there we go. Come on, Sam. Play it, bro.
I finished with exile. Let me get rid of it.
There we go.
I'm going to talk
Be right
about
back.
Rev, Lexi, Ray Piz, and Ashley, B-Sox, and Jorg, and Betty, and anyone the chat wants me to talk about. AOC, whom I defended, made a stream, said, yeah, he beat up an innocent man, but AOC, I believed, did not sexually assault a woman. I went against someone I like a lot more. I don't like Alex anyway, but Caitlyn said that AOC told her because they were intimate, and you know how you get, like when you get intimate, like you say sometimes everything, and Caitlyn said that AOC told her that he pulled down the pants of his ex-girlfriend without her consent, obviously, and I don't want to pass the buck, and I defended AOC, and I don't think it. I'm not passing the buck. Caitlyn is a great lady. I wouldn't have sent AOC to jail based on what I heard. But once AOC starts to slander me, I don't rat my wife, even allowing this person who goes by Ray Pissed, isn't that enough? Put the two words together. You get the sick joke. And insiders know that this guy, who is my main hater, that AOC put on, you must know this guy is foul and a liar. I know that he went to RDA, and he was so bad, even they kicked him out. Said he was a pillhead. Now he says, well, I was a pillhead. Okay, but you're a horrible person, on drugs or not, and most insiders know it. He's one of the most foul people around. He did mention somewhere that I supported Ashley. I do not. I don't know if Ashley told the truth or not, but Ashley said that this Ray stalked her.
Yeah.
I do know that this guy is kind of stalking me. What kind of man gives so many hours in an obsessive way to a small streamer like me?
All of a sudden,
it is true that
he's not significant.
He gave some comments, which I
he
would
mattered
like the open-minded
until he didn't
consider his own words. That he said, well, he tried to be my friend and I refused.
So we're talking about Sam Hill here.
Correct. Then he said, well, he more than once, and I refused. Yeah.
All right, so that was Sam Hill. Let's get over to, we got to check out the Reese Company. This is the weekly comedy, in quotes, podcast with Steve Reese, the bull of American broadcasting. All right, let's check out episode 62.
All right, crack.
All right, so this is Steve Reese, as seen in the porcelain video, fighting with Joe Matarese. He's got a show with this guy, Chris Morganti. It looks like they're on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, Stitcher, and Twitter.
Crack open a tepid Genesee and watch the pictures as they travel through your neighbor's Wi-Fi. It's for our health. No, I mean, it's the Reese Company. I'm Steve Reese, the bull of American broadcasting, alongside the great Chris Morganti. How are you, Chris?
Well, I'm okay, Steve, but I'm a little out of sorts because you didn't send me the movie that I was supposed to watch this week.
Okay,
You mistakenly sent me.
So I guess they watch movies on their show.
Access TV show. So I don't know what we're doing here.
Well, I have good news for you, Chris.
Oh, okay.
That is what we're going to watch this week. No movie of the week this week.
This feels scripted. Okay, he walks off. He walked off the... That was their cold open.
Comment and subscribe. It helps the algorithm.
The Reese Company.
All right, now we got some production here. Yeah, hard rock.
Chris, I'm glad you came to your senses. Realize we're under contract.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go with that. And you've come back, and we're going to do this show anyway. And since we're not doing movie of the week this week, there's no need to show the intro for that. Instead, let's see the intro of what we're about to watch. It should speak for itself.
Now, this is the guy that I got the for the universal audience. I say that because he said the global audience, so I had to change it up a little bit. But, he's one of the people who used to shit on me back in the day and helped me build a little character, I guess you could say, by tearing down my ego. Alright. They're watching Polka.
Direct from Reflections, it's the Polka Connection with your host, Carl Simchina.
They're watching
Carl's
Polka.
guest band are the Grammy Award-nominated Polka Family Band from New Media, Pennsylvania. Plus our Polka CD Pick of the Week and our Polka Connection dancer.
Oh, this is from...
I'm John Stevens,
okay.
and now here's the host that loves you the most, Carl Simchina.
Okay, pause. Yeah. So, Chris, you haven't watched this. I sent you the link, but you ignored it, thinking I sent it in error?
Well, yes, I made a logical assumption that no one would ever watch this.
Well, I'm glad, because
I don't know if I like his co-host yet or not. I have yet to decide.
we can get your real-time reaction
Okay.
to the events that we're about to see unfold.
Yep. Sorry, there's a fly coming around here.
Okay, but the people can't see the fly. This is episode 38 of Polka Connection, and it aired on WYLN TV 35 in Hazleton, Pennsylvania on May 12th,
Well, I thought
1990.
Steve was from was in North Carolina or something. So I don't know why he's talking about Pennsylvania.
Now, when you see this footage, you might think, no, this has to be 1978. Or maybe 1988. No, this was Kurt Cobain had become famous and had died years before this aired.
Steve has, like, the best and worst broadcast voice. He has a cadence that's good, and it works sometimes, but also it gets nasal. And I'm not saying I'm the greatest vocally either, but it's just interesting how he can sound so good and so amateur at the same time.
Now, you may wonder how something like this would come across my radar. Well, now I
like if he plugged his nose, he'd probably have the most golden, perfect voice in the world.
I'm not familiar with New Media or Hazleton.
Okay.
I'm familiar with Media because we used to do a show from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Eric Toddcast?
Well,
the passive-aggressive hour, is that what we're talking about?
And New Media have some sort of correlation.
You know, New Media is what I'm doing right here on Instagram.
Like what we participate in, Media.
Oh, he said that, okay.
But there's also New Media, Pennsylvania.
Oh, Media.
Yes.
I got you.
Now, they mispronounce it here. It's as New Media. Yeah. It's Numidia.
Now, I feel like I've heard of Hazleton.
And this is the interesting stuff you want to hear about, is how do you pronounce towns in Pennsylvania? For example, it's Pittsburgh has an H on the end, but you might be surprised it's not Pittsburgh, it's just Pittsburgh. Same with actually, I don't know if there's an H. Take that, yes, actually there is. So, it's, Philadelphia, that's how you pronounce it. Some people call it Philly, but you might not know that Philadelphia is the full name of the city. City talk.
Yeah, it's northeastern Pennsylvania.
Northeast, okay.
So, here's how I came into contact with this. This is how it invaded my life. My wife discovered this years ago.
Oh, he's got a wife. I didn't know Mr. Reese was married. Who knew? Unless that's another bit for his show, because he does a lot of bits.
Shared it with me when we first began dating, and we've watched it countless times over the years.
And you're still married? Well, to each his own.
Good question.
Well, there's one part with which we're particularly obsessed, and that comes later on in the show. But there's so much else here to explore. Let's first meet our host and his sidekick.
I tell ya.
I mean, I like that it's structured. I'll give him that. I'll give him credit where it's due. It's a nice structured show. They take a break. They return to it sort of in the vein of, you might say, a Red Bar or a Hostbusters Reacts segment.
Nice to see all you fine folks. I tell you, we're having a great time here at Reflections as we're doing our Polka Connection television programs this season, and we're going to have a great time on tonight's edition because we have a...
Now, no one on the production... Look, I'm going to presume there's one guy that you would call production staff, at least, right?
And he may be the guy speaking.
That would explain why no one said to him, you got to lose the glasses. It's distracting how the lights are reflecting off of them.
All right. I got lights reflected on my glasses. I feel like he's talking a little shit.
Right, there you go.
Okay.
Super band, Grammy-nominated polka band, one of the top 10 in the country, right here on our Polka Connection television program. But before we get to our guest band, I'd like to introduce my sidekick, my announcer, my good buddy, a man of many talents, and he loves the food here, John Stevens.
Let's see, could we get it in the shot?
John?
No chance.
Huh?
No chance.
Could you speak, or do you have a mouthful here? What is this you're eating?
These are fried chicken fingers, and once again, the fine food from
fried chicken finger. Wow, that's fucking amazing. Nobody's ever heard of chicken fingers.
Can we talk Reflections Restaurant right around Route 309 Hazleton? In fact, listen, Carl, I even brought you one this time.
Finally,
the exotic dish known as chicken fingers.
For the first time in all these shows we've been doing.
Well, now, I just didn't want to get kicked off the show, you know.
That's right. Well, no, you have chicken. I didn't know chickens have fingers.
I did. Wow, what a joke from 1970. I didn't know chickens had fingers. And the crowd, you hear that? The crowd loves that joke.
Well, No, you have chicken. I didn't know chickens have fingers. What part of this?
The guy he's talking to just looks away like, all right, are we making that joke? Okay, fine.
So what part of the chicken do they come from? I don't know.
I have no clue.
No, but
I'm not even going to go there.
Okay.
Not even going to go there.
No, I do like chicken fingers, so I'm glad you thought of it. Yeah. Yeah.
See, why does he not
We're going to
wanna
have to
go
get
there?
everybody a fig.
Here. No. Chris?
No, let's not play.
All right.
I better introduce the band before we have any more trouble. But
Okay,
John
pause.
Stevens here.
Trouble? Yeah. Yeah, calm down, Red Fox. And by the way, that joke you just tried to do was already hack in the 70s.
Yeah.
That's it all.
Oh my God. Thank you, Steve. We both said it was a 70s joke. Like, that's some... I like that we picked the same decade. Yeah, that's some hack shit. Chickens have fingers? Wow. Next thing you're going to say is, do hamburgers have ham in them?
Wrong. It's what part of the chicken do McNuggets come from?
Yeah.
Well, his version makes no sense. And by 1998, that joke was already so overdone, it was itself like a Reflections Lounge chicken finger. I can say that because the place is no longer in
Steve's delivery works for, if he were doing a monologue. If he was doing a monologue and he did a very rote, like how I do my monologues. When I'm doing a monologue, I'm not speaking like me. I'm speaking like sort of the idea of what a comedian sounds like. There's a lot of people out there watching this show, and I gotta say, I feel bad for you folks. Like, it's that sort of fake thing. But if I'm doing that mid-conversation, it sounds, how do you say, hack? He just called that guy a hack, and then did a hack delivery, which I'm not happy about. Steve, I expect, as one of my broadcast mentors, Steve Reese, Josh Jack, these guys need to be doing things that I wouldn't do. They need to be raising the bar. They need to be better, because I don't want to toot my own horn or anything. But when I started, when I started to be associated with the Steve Reese crew of folks on, in Media, Pennsylvania, I felt like they were a few years ahead of me in terms of their broadcasting abilities, their ability to paint a picture with words, entertain folks. And now it's my opinion, of course. It's not factual, but I do kind of feel like I've already surpassed him in terms of ability to have a fluid conversation, throwing jokes out there without sounding like I'm joking, without sounding like, oh, and here's the joke delivery style of speaking,
And by 1998, that joke was already so overdone, it was itself like a Reflections Lounge chicken finger.
Now, did he write that ahead of time? Because it sounds like he's got a guy holding up. It sounds like Conan O'Brien. He's Conan O'Brien, and there's a guy holding up a cue card with him, just waiting for him to see that.
I can say that because the place is no longer in operation.
Oh, good. No, I think what's
I hear a little cackling of the producer in the background, but
going on here, Steve,
come on, be better, Steve. Do better. Entertain me, you fucking asshole.
So he's taking advantage of it?
Yeah. We're going on the air in 5 seconds. Okay, yeah. I'm just doing the same thing. So.
He's already making me like his co-host more than him, simply because his co-host is not sounding pre-written at all. What up, Kenny? Welcome to the show.
Make this part.
You're welcome to join the broadcast already in progress if you'd like.
I'll make this part of the show as if I'm selling the food here.
Right.
Yeah. It's a write-off for everybody.
We're watching Steve Reese, or I'm watching
the Polka Family Band.
Beta.
Jim, if we can go back to 154 and pause. Now, I want you to keep an eye on a particular person in the crowd here.
Now that guy,
Okay, but
The guy in the front kind of looks like if me and Steve Reese had a weird baby.
well, I'm glad you thought. No, I do like.
Okay, pause. There's a guy.
Which will
with
never
us.
happen if you're
He's behind
watching
Carl's
Steve. I don't want to have a freakish
And
baby
Carl's the
with
guy
you.
the microphone, Chris.
Yeah, I know.
Really? That one you picked up on immediately.
Yeah, and John Stevens.
Oh, very good. Wow. Okay, let's.
Like Steve is one of those guys who I'm gonna watch because I want him to be great. I see a greatness coming from him, a desire and a confidence that exudes star quality. I just think that he needs to fully commit to. He's got the vision to go famous. He just needs to commit to it fully.
Watch a couple seconds of this right here. Tall guy in the
I'm
back.
glad you thought of it. Yeah.
There he is. Yep. Do you see that?
We're gonna have to get everybody a
You see
finger.
that?
That guy right there?
Yeah, the guy in the back.
He's a big doofus-looking guy.
Yeah, he just
A big
went 2
doofus.
fingers into his nose.
A big fucking.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's see that again.
Okay,
Doofus.
let's see that again.
Whoa there.
Yeah.
You sure that's not one of these?
What?
Yeah. You don't think somebody drunk him there and he's just like, oh, how did this happen?
So we're gonna have to get everybody a finger.
But I do like the direction they're going in with it.
Clearly not. Look how he's dressed. You think he knew this was a televised event?
That can be the same can be said for many. We'll see during this broadcast. So let's get to 209 and check out the featured band on this episode. It's the Polka Family Band.
John Stevens here with those.
A top 10 in the country polka band.
Yes.
Nothing but the best.
Great chicken fingers, and we have a great band tonight. A big
Go
round of
subscribe
applause
to
for this
the-
band,
you know,
Polka Family.
Even though I'm shitting on them, I implore you to go subscribe to the Rees Company on YouTube. REES, the Rees Company. They need all the subs they can get, just like me right now.
Didn't you have a famous quote on the old show about comedy clubs and chicken fingers?
It's mozzarella sticks for the universal audience.
Yeah, I guess it was that. Yeah. Do you want to get into that?
We can. I quit doing stand-up, I guess, when I was, some years ago. Probably about 10 years ago. Yeah.
Wow.
And part of my concern was that the older I got, the more... Because when I was in my, mid-20s or whatever, it was all about me, right? But I became more sensitive to that being a part of everybody's night. The people who came out, the wait staff, they may not get tipped as much. Yeah. If I upset somebody or they don't think I'm funny, or I got really...
So Steve got actually worried about doing a bad job, which is a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing as a human, but it's a bad thing for your career if you're like, what if I fuck up? What if I do this? What if I do that? Like Dave Chappelle don't give a shit. He'll have a bad set as many times as he wants because he knows eventually he'll have a gold standard platinum set.
Really sensitive to my role in being a key part of everybody's night. I felt a lot of pressure. And one of the things I threw out as an example was
the breads, the mozzarella sticks.
Yeah, as I otherwise would. Because people aren't having as much fun because I'm wasting everybody's time.
No, but but that logic isn't good because maybe people, let's say the people in the audience are stress eaters, right? And they're like, fuck this comic, this Steve Reese, he's not doing it for me. You know what I need? I need 5 plates of breadsticks so I can just eat myself into misery. I don't think people eat more when they're happy. I think they eat more when they're depressed. And if you're having a bad set, you just might be making them depressed.
It's a weird thing in stand-up where you're part an artist and part a businessman. So I guess it's true.
Hell yeah.
You feel it on...
especially with that suit Steve is wearing. He's definitely a businessman.
The dinner checks. I don't know. Right. I didn't remember what you had said, so I thought we'd bring it back up.
Okay.
I didn't mean to derail anything.
That's all right. I don't really see how it applies.
His co-host is very, they've been doing this long. How long do they need to do this before they can just relax and not worry about derailing the show? Is Steve gonna have a conversation behind the scenes and be like, "Dude, you were interrupting. You messed up the flow, man. You ruined our show that gets 44 views. All three people who thumbed up it, they had to put up with that."
Because I feel like they're really working hard to move those chicken fingers.
No, I think John Stevens is working hard to move those into his stomach. That's all the hustle I see happening here. So let's hear the Polka family.
You know what this feels like covering this? This is like being a really shitty skater and being like back in the day, right? And you're hanging out with a bunch of friends. It could be any sport. Let's just pick skateboarding, right? And your friends are like doing like quadruple hard flips and you're like can't even do an ollie. And then you come back years later and now you do like variable hard flip, nose blunt, fakey back tails, and they're still doing the same tricks they always did. And you're like, wait a second. I assumed that because you were so great, you were going to have this trajectory up to the heavens, but you're pretty much the same as you were before. What's going on? I should give credit where credit is due. You know, he's my brother Wheeze in a sense. In the Opie and Anthony sense.
I hope that's a joke, because it's a good one. That's the man singing is Hank Kasevich, by the way, the front man and multi-instrumentalist of the Polka family. Let's see a little more of this performance.
You know, it's unfair for me to get too critical with this guy because, again, you know, he did sort of, you know, the first real in-studio podcast, live stream broadcast with microphones and headphones and all that shit. That was done in the Laughcast studios with Steve Reese. So I got to give him some credit for that, you know. So Red Bar, round of applause for him. And let's continue with this clip.
No, like, yeah, the Polka Connection format, yes?
It reminds me of Richard Cheese. You ever heard that guy?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
He does lounge versions.
Sounds cheesy.
Popular songs, yeah. And the funniest one is Nirvana's Rape Me, where he starts in. He's like, come on, everybody. Like, he wants it to be a sing-along.
That's funny. I believe Kenny Longbrain just sent a request. We got Kenny Longbrain on the line here.
Yeah, okay.
Welcome.
You mentioned Mr. Red Bar. You see what he did recently?
Red Bar? No, what did he do?
Told his fan base to go fuck themselves.
Really? So what? Okay.
Yeah,
interesting.
Make him millions of dollars, and he's pretty much saying, "Fuck off."
Now, how did this go down? Like, what led him to say this, and what was it about?
Well, no, it was the video that Ian was showing us the other day, and in the pre-recorded thing they're doing now, right? You know, pre-record it, then edit it later, and post it or premiere it. Yeah, all that. Right.
Oh, that's what Ian is doing, or that's what Red Bar is doing?
That's what we were watching. Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
He didn't do that. I mean,
nah.
It's kind of like
a
guy decides to say, "I'm going to be as outrageous, uncensored as I want," and then he's kissing a celebrity ass. And he's got to clean his act up for that. And that was the guy, Howard Stern. I mean, you wake up one day, he's a guy that you can't even recognize. That's what.
Wow.
That's him. and Red Bar is, I think, doing the same thing in a different way.
Okay, so Red Bar is like old Howard Stern now, where he's like turned to shit.
No,
Is your take on it, basically?
old Howard Stern was like the shit.
I mean, new Howard Stern, I should say. Yeah.
Well,
so
all
right,
Stern
so he's telling
age,
people
old Howard Stern in age.
Yeah.
That was my hot take on it, and I'm like, and definitely Ian's too, and I'm like, well, you know, sometimes you find somebody entertaining and great, and then they totally become a different person.
Wow. Yeah. So what was Ian feeling about it? Like, was he feeling that way too? I mean, I know they're friends from Chicago, so maybe he doesn't really weigh in on that, but like, what did he think about it?
I don't think he thought it was a cool movie either.
Yeah. So he's telling him to fuck off, and it wasn't even like a joke. It was just like a genuine sentiment, basically.
I don't think he said like that, but pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is your take? Do you think it's a fear of success?
I don't know, man.
I'm thinking that he's got a little bit of a fear of success, because I hear him say a lot of times, like, oh, you know, this show can't get too big because something's going to happen.
What? Like, you're going to make more money?
Yeah, exactly.
What happened? Like, you're going to be having Cubs season tickets? I mean,
yeah, dude, it makes no sense. It's bad. He's nervous. He's scared, but he doesn't. You know, he wants money. He wants to make money. So of course he should embrace it. But he's probably having a meltdown. I would like to see this clip. Now, is this clip on the channel? Is it on the Ian Ellis channel?
Well, it's pre-recorded, so I don't. So the Bell puts out when he feels like it.
Oh, okay. So this was. I see what you're saying. All right. So it hasn't premiered yet. This is behind the scenes kind of shit.
Well, it's pre-recorded.
I know about it, but other people don't know about it.
I mean.
So you guys do this over on Discord, I guess?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, how about you? Have you been doing streams on your channel?
I do premieres every week and streams every 2 weeks.
All right.
Yeah. What why did you stop streaming? What happened?
I had a moment where I was like, I felt like I was just becoming a shitty person and becoming too egotistical and becoming too vain, and I wanted to, I decided to throw it all away.
But I think it's who you bring on. I'm saying, like, instead of doing Bustérs, if I were you, I'd just do the IRL. I mean, the IRL, you don't have anybody hanging out with you, giving you, there's really no, like, I mean, you don't have the Sam Hills of the world up there.
Well, I don't have to, see, here's the thing, right? I just need to get better at curating who I have on. I've got you on, you know. If I did the IRLs, I wouldn't be able to have you here. I wouldn't be able to have Joe Booney.
The IRLs, I have always thought, is your best content, because it's just you kind of pretty much doing whatever you want to do, and you're not, and it's kind of like it seems the most entertaining. You're not held there
back by other. All right, appreciate it.
Yeah, it's kind of like you're kind of like it could be anything and everything you want. That's why I like them so much. It's like sometimes it's entertaining, sometimes it's not. It's like
yeah, anything can happen. I could go for a walk somewhere, right? I might do that. I might take your advice and do that some more. Yeah. I mean, that would be good. Now, I do kind of like doing the Bustérs show. I don't look, Sam Hill he can be a bit much. You know, AOC, he can be a bit much. There's a lot of people who, and I think with, you know, over time, I'll get better at this, at handling people.
Mr. Matt on Boys over there, right? That's all. Is that all you ever think about?
He's I think he wants to hear about it because he thinks it's a hot story. He's really turned on by it.
That is something that I'm saying. You've heard the story, dude. Why not?
Now, how did that even, like, did people make you tell that story? You don't, you know. Were you dared to tell, like, you know, here, tell us a wild story or something?
I think I was in the initial, and then everybody's wanted to hear it since then, and it's already been out there since then. I mean, I've told it a million times. I'm good now.
Was it a gun where you had? Okay, it wasn't like a hostage situation, right?
No.
Or like a pressure situation.
We will not to engage, right?
All right. Hey, I didn't bring it up. I didn't even mention it, but you know.
No, I mean, a guy like him, I call him what he lives up to the broke bar label. He does, because
he's rich, man. Like he's rich, dude. Have you seen he owns like 2 or 3 cars. I got 1 car between me and my wife. He's got like his car and the other car.
Married?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I know. I don't see, like, Helen DeKellar was like, how is this immature motherfucker married? And I agree. I seem like a man child. Like, it doesn't make sense. But you know me.
No, there's a former president that's like almost 80 years old that's a man child. And yet he was married a bunch of times.
Yeah. True that. We're talking about, I mean, you know, for the universal audience, we're talking about Barack Obama.
Really hot women, and he's got money.
Yeah. If you get money, you get women, right? Or men. Whatever your deal. Do women with money get men? Get more?
They can get
men?
whatever the hell they want.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. So like, did you and Unbleached previously have a friendship?
No.
An on-air friendship? No. That's a shame, because I think if it was if RDA or who, like Ian Ellis or whoever wasn't beefing, I think you could have some cool on-air interactions if you guys didn't hate each other.
He was rejected.
Well, look, some people say I was rejected as well, but here you are talking to me.
Well, I'm not the one that generally rejected you.
Yeah. Well, people got to live their truths.
Sure.
But
I could say this: if somebody says, "How do you get a normal comment from Sam?" Just don't watch clips, never talk about him because he's unimportant, and then one day you won't get the novel coming for you when you're live afterwards. And I was doing art, and he said, love art, or great, or whatever he said, love art Sam or something, and it needed no comment, so the novel wasn't coming for me.
So he started being cool with you again, Sam?
No, it's not that. It's just no interaction. That was the point I wanted to get to. None.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just like, we're done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and Sam Hill, I kind of, look, if he shows up one day and wanted to come on the stream, I don't know that I would stop him necessarily, but I'm not seeking him out anymore, really. You know, I feel like he's got his own thing going on and there's no need for it.
Yeah. Well,
what do you, how about you? So, like, do you hang out
right,
on
right.
what streams do you hang out on? Do you go on Joe Booney's?
He hasn't done a stream in a while, man.
Oh. He came on the other day and told me he was doing something sometime soon with like a broadcaster or something.
I
Sports
would go if he went live. I mean,
okay.
Yeah.
He told me that he doesn't really do Don A and stuff because he's not a fan of cursing. He uses clean language.
Yeah.
But I mean, so I don't know if you would vibe with Joe Booney these days.
Didn't Joe just get married? That's probably why he's...
That's what he told me.
That's why he's probably been on the break. I'm like, I put it together the other day, and I'm like, yeah, you get married, it's a whole thing, and you can't take a break. You gotta be with that person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's what. Yeah, he's probably spending more time with. Maybe he's not. Maybe he doesn't need the love from the internet anymore. He's like off that whole thing.
Could be.
Yeah, I'm broken enough that, like, you know, I'm married, but I still need to get attention on the internet. You know, that's my thing. I don't even know if it's just
the wife was
what
at 2 o'clock in the morning.
What's that?
What's she come on 2 o'clock in the morning?
I mean, she's sleeping, so she didn't know. You know, she's way in the other room, but yeah, she don't give a shit.
How long you been married?
About we're coming on 3 years now.
Right.
Yeah.
So pretty much most of the time I've known you.
Yeah. Yeah, she doesn't come on stream. She's not an on-air person, you know.
Well, really, you don't. You got somebody in your life that you love, and you don't want to bring them into our world. No.
Yeah, it's not worth it. Like, you know, people are gonna.
I don't know why Ross did. I don't know why.
See, here's the thing with, like, I feel bad about the Ross situation because his girlfriend is, or I don't know what their situation is, but his girlfriend, she's like a regular person, right? So she might get like shit on and trashed like you would trash a comedian or like me or you, and people are gonna expect her to take it the same way, but she might take it like a regular person and get really upset and offended, and it's just no. Oh, I don't know her too well, and you know what? I don't even want to talk about her too much because I don't want this to get back to Ross and him think I'm like shitting on her, because I legitimately, like, their relationship is their thing. I don't care, you know, if they're happy, good for them. I'm done with that beef. That's too much. Like, that took caring about, you know, back and forth.
Right.
Was like, I think I called her Jules one time. I think I said, like, great show, Jules, and Ross was pissed, dude. He was pissed.
Well, I don't think he's a Red Bar fan.
And I didn't even mean it in any way. It was just a Red Bar reference. It wasn't like, oh, she sounds like Jules. Like, I hadn't even heard her voice at that point, but he was so pissed. So on the off chance that it's not, so you know what? It's not even her not taking a joke. It's him getting second-hand offended that I just want to avoid. Yeah.
Well, maybe it's good that you're kind of off there, because at this point, some of those guys don't even understand what you're beefing about. Like you put a message in Boan's DM, and he's like, "What is this about now? I don't even know anymore." Right.
Yeah, dude, I realized like I get pissed off and then I don't even know what I'm pissed off about eventually.
Yeah.
It's just going on momentum, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm just pissed off because I was pissed off yesterday, so I'm going to be pissed off tomorrow. And it's not good, and I got to spread out the hate, maybe hate on Red Bar some more.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean,
I don't have to love people. I can be neutral with people, you know?
And like, we're never trying to be friends with Mike. So there's, well, I don't know the thing between you and Red Bar. I don't know.
Right. I never started off, there was no friendship lost with Mike. I was never friends with Mike. It started out me already shitting on him. So, like, for me, doesn't matter.
Okay.
For Ian, it's maybe a different situation because he saw this guy in real life, and then it changed. You know, it became its own thing.
No. Oh, yeah.
Like, meaning he saw the guy as a person, and now he's a guy who wears, like, you know, like stuff that people only wear in movies, and which is cool, but it's not as cool when he does it because he's not a down-to-earth guy. He's like a different type of guy
Mike?
Who thinks he's better than Mike. Yeah,
Okay.
He thinks he's better than other people.
Because I was about to say, I think Ian's down there. Right.
Oh yeah, no, Ian. I saw on Ian on Kill Tony talking to Doug Benson and them. That was good. It made me want to try Kill Tony sometime. Did you ever watch that?
Yeah, I saw Ian on there. I've seen the show a bit, but unless Tony has on somebody really funny, Tony isn't that funny.
No, Tony is like, even compared to the up and coming shitty comics who did it like for a year, even compared to them, Tony's not that great. Like, he has confidence, but he doesn't have a good delivery, and his jokes aren't good.
And didn't he tell a racist joke in recent days?
He told a joke. Yeah, I think the reason the joke didn't work is because there wasn't really any craft to it. It was just straight up calling the guy a chink.
Right.
Yeah, he didn't like, oh, this guy's so Asian he could work at a massage parlor or some crap. Like, it was just straight up a racial slur, so that's why it didn't work. So now he's got Hans Kim, and he's like trying to make his life better.
But you can't do a joke with a slur in it.
I mean, in Texas, the crowd will accept it, but you got to be at the right. It doesn't make it a good joke.
Yeah.
You know, it's still there. You know, if people were just calling me the K word all the time, I wouldn't love that either.
What's up, Chris? What's happened? That's one of my followers on there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So
it's a mixed crowd. Now you have, like, on my thing, you have 4 crowds. You have Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and AMP. So it's 4 crowds in one. They all come to
nice. Nice. Well, you got what? So you have a Facebook show too?
No, it's just all the Facebook people. Some of them have IG accounts, so that's what the IG. Yeah, it's 4 crowds in one app. That's what it is. It may not be all of the same people, right? I don't know. All my friends have IG accounts on Facebook. I don't know. Sometimes I discover and I'm like, oh, cool, this person has one. Nice.
Yeah, dude, that's good. You're taking people from all different parts of the internet. You're fusing them together. I never really thought to do that. They're like doing this Instagram thing. This is the first time I really did that at
I
all.
did it.
So it's good to see you, Zelly, back
I went
in the crowd.
live, and nobody really came in, but Rex put down a "know you" right in the crowd. It's just random for a little bit, and right there were some other people that showed.
That was on what, on AMP
No, on here.
or on Facebook?
I
On here.
Yeah.
Oh, you went on here. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. This is the only thing I like about IG Live is, unlike YouTube, you can see who comes in. You can only see who types there. Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know who could.
That is a
watching.
cool little feature.
You never know who could be watching. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, Facebook. I wonder. Yeah, YouTube doesn't allow that. So that is something I like about this,
Why?
and I think it's
that?
good for.
You have to have a channel to type. Why? Stupid, right?
Yeah, it's bullshit.
That's why I fought when I used to watch.
I gotta plug in.
That we all know, right? And like, I just made an account to be in his chat, right? When I used to be a fan of his, which I'm not anymore.
You used to be a fan of who?
Yeah, that's what I meant by.
Oh, Jim.
He's an Asian guy. That's a
Yeah.
bad joke. Most people pick up on it.
He's a guy who he still does channels now. It's weird when he calls out, when he's like calling out other broadcasters
Right.
for stuff, for being creeps.
Yeah, and anyway, that's like he's trying to confuse people that are new, right? He's like, if like they're walking in the desert dehydrated, and he's putting the fake oasis, like, come here, we've got water. And when they get there, it's like, oh, I was just bullshitting and not being the truth, right? But he probably doesn't know that. So he's building up like, I've got all this water over here, man. You're so thirsty, right? And because he won't have, like, I tried to jump in his backstage or something. He won't have me or anybody on because we know we're going to go, this guy is a child groomer because he likes to talk about sex in front of children. And like probably 80% of the crowd would be, okay, we're leaving. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, but with that, when he did that, so Alex, AOC was trying to pretend that wasn't what happened.
Well,
he was trying to say it was like all an accident, but that's not the case, right? It was totally intentional.
What? I missed what you said.
When Jimmer was saying stuff in front of kids, like he knew what he was doing, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Because I hear people like AOC try to be like, no, it was just an accident. He totally didn't mean to do it.
He definitely did.
Okay.
This is probably why his ex-wife with his kids is on the East Coast. He's not even an East Coast guy. I don't know where, but they moved thousands of miles from the guy. This is how creepy he is.
Jesus. Yeah, dude. Anybody? All right. I was like 99% sure that was the case, but these psychos like AOC start making me doubt myself when they're like, nah, dude, it wasn't on purpose. No, yeah. Like whitest guy saying he sent porn. All right, so yeah, he's and then he also had like this cult thing going on. The potato cult.
I don't know what that is.
Helen DeKeller told me that something with like potato vodka or something that he was giving. I don't know. It sounded really messed up.
I'll never hear the truth of that because he's now a businessman, so he has no time to go on streams. Sometimes he barely has any time to go in the Discord. He's
Helen?
Yeah, he's now a Bible-selling businessman, so he doesn't have time to jump. That's classic Helen. That's classic Helen.
He's selling Bible. Yeah.
Yeah, he's now business Helen. He has no time for any of that. understandable.
Yeah.
He's got a big, important job, and he's got to get out and get that money. It's
All
fine.
right.
His time for streaming ended. I'm okay with it.
Yeah. He's got to make his. So he's selling Bibles.
Yeah, some people, jobs, life, it takes over, and they can't, and they just got to go on with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it. You know, if you got to do it,
Yeah.
you know, you're not obligated to do a stream.
Yeah.
But it sucks. I mean, it sucks for you guys that you don't get to see him.
Yeah, but it's all right. We have clips. I mean, I could go on any one of the guys' channels, like Cos and all that, and there's footage of Helen. I mean, I could just watch that. It's the memories.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, one day, maybe I'll see him again. Maybe I'll be in California, and I'll see him one night.
Yeah.
Or maybe we'll
be
renting a beach house in the same area, and I'll have more money, and I'll be able to do that. And I'll be, holy cow, you're here! Wow, this is coincidence. I didn't know you'd be in Palm Beach, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who knows,
dude? I mean, I wish him the best. We kind of beefed a little bit, but that's par for the course. I fight with everybody.
I got a few things to do, and plus I'm really tired.
All right, man.
All right. Thanks for having me.
You take it easy.
Be well.
Be well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Kenny TV, aka Kenny Rainier, I believe is his other name that he goes by. He's a broadcaster and a friend of the show, and he does his thing, and that's it, plain and simple. So, was charging up the phone a little bit, just trying to make sure the stream don't die permanently. Yeah. So I'm probably going to do some more Steve Reese stuff, some Steve Reese coverage, and we'll see where that goes. And then, don't know what else. But Kenny is officially the first guest on the Bustérs stream. All right. The new era of Bustérs broadcasting.
Thank God you said that. Yeah, I think we just missed him. His back is turned to us now, but there's a woman there. I think she would have worn a different colored blouse if she knew she was going to be dancing with the nose picker. White blouse, and he's wearing a white shirt. Okay. Jim, we got any cotton balls around? Positive. Yeah, I think you get the general idea. So this is pretty much the show.
What language is that dude speaking?
I believe it's either it's probably Polish. Yeah, it makes sense. Can we go to 744, Joe? So yeah, the band plays, the people dance, and it's only the Polka family this week. One live act per episode. Now, let's drop in on their second number, and here we see a little of the Marry Me Polka. Yeah, that woman is not part of the Polka family. I think she just wandered onto the stage and they ran with it. And as you can see, they give her a piece of shakeable percussion to play. At least she's being occupied until the Wranglers arrive. Let's continue.
I think what's happening is she's trying to warm up her insulin before she injects it.
All right, let's see some more.
All right.
Yeah, she's having none of that. Now, these two are Nellie and Gus Cassell. This is a Polka family band, after all. And they're the parents of
Back to Reese coverage.
frontman Hank and his
Glad to have Kenny here. First time
Let's see a little
with a guest on the show. I wish I could get this
Yeah, do we have an ETA
on the screen,
Bogart Squad?
because it does help.
It's the insulin.
It definitely helps,
So,
just
let's
like
ahead to 9:52.
for it to be better.
The keyboard? Is that what happened?
Maybe she got a little overzealous. Yeah. And overconfident in her musical abilities. So they've completed, at this point, the Marry Me Polka. There's a commercial break, and we resume with a song that's about and features Hank's brother. I'm sorry.
Yeah. There was a what break?
Commercial break.
So this show had sponsors.
Yes.
Okay.
Probably for things like whatever DJ service John Stevens is running.
Well, that's
The John Stevens DJ service.
Salesman and
See, I hear what Kenny is saying, and yet at the same time, I feel like talking to people is a little more engaging than just doing just me talking to chat. It is. Excuse me. It's fun to talk to chat, but it's also fun to actually talk to someone live on camera. So let's see if we could just get a random person in here. Start. Let's just get random people. Who the fuck is this? Hold on. Here we go.
So this song is about and features Hank's brother.
What do you think about? All these people are just disappearing. Because these podcasters will do these shows in person, but oftentimes they will just disappear. Meaning, do you love Mexican people? Oh shit, I fucked it up. I put airplane mode on, I was supposed to put volume up. I was trying to put volume up. I ended up fucking it up. And I made a big mistake. Hey, dude. Are you a fan of fried chicken? Shit, the camera went out. Why did it go out? I was trying to get the... Why isn't my face visible? Camera. Done. Why is my face not... Hold on. I'm trying to get... While I wait for other people to show up, I'm trying to get... chat type programs happening just to get back in the style of the show, you know.
Hi.
All right, here we go. Here we get people. Are you digging or are you shoveling? You're live. You're live. So what's your opinion on racism? It's bad. Hell yeah. True that. But like, what's your opinion on donuts? Donut Cafe variety pack coffees. Are they bad for the environment? No idea. You believe that you hear what this person is saying? Do you have a gun on your shirt? I don't know. People type instead of talking. Can you believe that? Yeah? Yo, all right. So anyway, we're trying to, that experiment has basically failed. Just trying to get people to join the show from chat. What about Chat GPT? Could that talk to it? What do you think about Chat GPT? What do you think about?
Yes, the world is into
What do you think about Chat GPT?
what?
What do you think about Chat GPT?
What's that?
It's a thing with the AI. You know, you tell it whatever you want to tell it, and it just does stuff. You don't know. He don't know what he's talking about. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, weird noises. People making weird noises. Don't know if I like that.
Yes, you're right.
I'm right about what?
People.
Oh, these people are making weird noises, right?
Right.
They're just whatever, you know. Now, what do you think about that?
I think they are very lonely.
They're lonely. Yeah, people are lonely in this world, man. They're just like, what the fuck are they doing? They're trying to like they want to get to the next level in life, and they're not even on the first level. You know?
May I know that you are on what level you are?
Yeah, like they're trying to get to Bowser's Castle, and they haven't even beat World 1-1. He didn't get it. He's not a Mario fan, so he don't get the reference. That's okay. You gotta be cool, you know? You gotta be cool. Be cool. Be cool. Alright, I'm gonna get out of there. I'm done with that shit for now.
You wanted
Let's see what Sam Hill's up to.
to be my friend.
I think in the future, what I might do until I have it set up where people can come on, I'll have it set up differently where it's like Shah, top tier, Josh, Jack, and Polka and the Reese Company and some other stuff. And we'll just jump from show to show to show. And it'll just be like a whole thing. Is Alex live, really? Alright. Your browser can't play this video. That's interesting. I'm going to try and get juice. I'll be right back. All right. Let me get this going. All right. Where it's not totally. All right. Cool. So, like I was saying, uh, when it cover, should probably grab a pen. So, my idea was to get enough streams that there would be like a shitload of them. So let's see. We'll do Three's Company. Oh, Three's Company. I get it now. All right, that's not bad.
Frankisevich, a.k.a. Fiddlin' Freddy. In fact, I believe that's the name of the song.
All right, so we got the Three's Company. We got Top Tier. Shaw. Josh Jack.
Let's skip ahead to 15 seconds of notes. Can I just give our audience a voice? While we're at it, and then you're like, say, 50, 60. You realize you're the youngest one.
I would do David Walsh, but he doesn't keep the streams up, so I can't cover that shit.
All right, so we just heard the song. Yeah. Oh, no.
Let's see. LASMG TV, Soup Party,
this kind of thing is still going. Okay. For example, LAD show.
RSDC.
There's the big joke of the show. You know what? Now you're making a fool out of me. Okay, so that was Fiddlin' Fred. Kind of feels like I have nothing more to say. Okay. But hang about, I feel like everyone in. So, I should point out that.
See, I feel like Steve has the comedic ability. Just needs to believe in himself 110%.
Not everyone in this band is a Bustérs, a member of the Polka family, by relation. They're kind of like Genesis, Green Day, and the Eagles. The Polka family, you have a core group of key musicians who are augmented live by others who join them on stage to create a fuller sound, like you hear on the record. The accordion player at this point in the band's history was a young man called Kevin Selecki, and he gives a solo performance of a piece called the Minka. Let's hear the tail end of this. 1555. So, what's that? Yeah. The last time we checked, Kevin Selecki is said to perform regularly at events in downtown Pittsburgh. So perhaps Ralph Williams has heard this man's music as he jazzied his way to dissatisfying food service. It's entirely possible. Yeah. So there's another commercial break, and when we return, we're treated to a one-on-one interview between Hank Bustérs and John Stevens. Now, John Stevens is the guy who caused all that trouble at the top by eating a chicken finger. And it should be noted that John is himself a polka musician of renown, the leader of an eponymous polka band. So it should be expected that his interviewing skills might be a little wanting,
Are they? Is his band top 10 in the country? I'd say they're up there. Yeah, they're among the 10 polka bands. What we see here is two men not thinking about what they're saying. So get ready to pause a time or two, Jim. Well, I mean, come on. Yeah, I'm trying. Okay. You say that we are not thinking about what I'm saying. I got it. Okay. Let's hear these two men have a chat. Welcome back to the Connection right here on WILN 35. My name is John Stevens, and I'm sure you're having a great time as much as we are here at the Reflections Lounge on Route 309 in Hazelton, Pennsylvania. Of course, right now I'm with one of my best friends, Hank from the Polka family. Welcome. How you doing, John? I'm doing great. You're basically regular on this show. I think so. I'm going to have to start eating food like you do. Recognize. I have to start eating food like you do. People will recognize. I think maybe that's John Stevens' bit. You know? Oh no, he was definitely. I guess they refer to that at the top of the show that it's a running bit where he shows up eating food. It's a really bad bit though. But the Polka family are supposed to be the stars of this show, or this episode of the show. Why would people not recognize him over the guy who ate chicken food?
Dude.
Because he's in a polka band. You're not keeping up with what's going on here. All right, let's continue. Stick with me and eat some nice prime rib steaks in the back. That's all right. Sounds like you stick with me. I can give you some nice prime rib steaks in the back. Now, Chris, I have a business question for you. Okay. Let's say you're at a restaurant. You have prime rib on the premises. Would you only serve it clandestinely?
Big words, clandestinely. What the fuck? Man, who? You know, props to him. Who the fuck? Who brings that word out of their ass? Clandestinely. He's truly a different person.
And maybe that's why Reflections Lounge is no longer. Okay, let's see some more of this. Okay. What is the
Dude, he's fucking. I swear he has watched so much Coronation Street, so much foreign TV that he doesn't have like a normal take on things. He doesn't have a normal opinion of life.
Up to? Just getting busy and playing the normal polka job and touring around and getting ready for the festival season.
He just knows words that British people say, like, that was absolutely dreadful. Which is, it comes off, it's abnormal for American people. But I guess it makes you cultured.
Yeah, okay, we get it. You named your 4-track tape recorder.
Uh-huh.
Well, you know, we want to know who's up here on stage making all this great music, and we're going to start at the end with.
I don't know. I think that I could have rolled better with things if I had a thicker skin back in the day. Let's be honest.
Next up, Mike is Mike Wallace. Yeah, he was asking.
Round of clap. That was good. That's not bad. That's not bad. Round of clap, round of penicillin, you know, because the clap is a disease. I don't need to explain it.
I don't know that person. So cool. As we met, as you said, not being on camera doing that. No, you don't want to do it now. Okay. But I think we all get where they're going with that. All right, so
Steve is he's in his element. He's doing his thing. He's having fun with it. He's being his character. I don't know what else is next.
let's hit the 19 minutes even. I'll recap.
Because I feel like, and I don't know if I realize this, but I do think I'm channeling a little bit of his energy in the way that I do shows, you know. When I see a person who's like saying shit that is funny in a funny like way, I start to pick up on that and do the same thing. In my own, I'm not going to say I do it in the same way because it filters through my own, you know, retardation. But you know, it is what it is.
The interview continues. Hank finishes introducing the band, and he sets up the next performance where his wife Jody will take lead vocals. I like Jody; she's adorable. Jody Gasevich is also a second-generation folky musician. So here Jody sings "You Take the Good with the Bad." Here Jody sings a polka standard. You and I are going to have separate hobbies on the weekend.
Oh,
let's see.
You can't even. It's hard to explain how good it is, but it works.
Some of this.
When I see good enough comedians, it makes me human for a second. It makes me realize, like, oh, you can be funny, you can have fun, and this doesn't have to be about hating each other. It doesn't have to be about drama. It's a learning process, okay?
Polish confirmed. Roll away the polygraph. We don't need it. He wants to take my name and misspell it. Chris, I'm concerned about the light bulb situation.
Cancel culture. I'm also going to cover.
Let's go to 2130. But Hank is not singing all of the same words. And that's pretty important when you're doing harmonies. You got to sing the same lyrics. Well, let's hear a little closer and see if you can pick this up. Hey, we've got a special guest coming up here, the star of the show. Oh, actually, I apologize. Can we go back to 2019? It's the second spot.
Natives upset. Dude. Welcome to the show.
Blessings, Bustérs. Thank you for having me here.
Good to have you on the program. What's happening? How you doing?
Well, just hanging out here, reflecting on my life choices and enjoying them so far because I'm here and I'm at Bustérs. So I'm having a pretty damn good time. How are you doing, brother?
Hell yeah, I'm doing good, man. Are you a Philadelphia person?
No, I'm a Mormon from Utah.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
What's that life like? Is that cool?
It's pretty lit. Nice communities. A lot more homeless people lately. It's actually bothering me. But yeah, Utah's nice. Being Mormon's great. Yeah.
Nice. Cool. Now I've seen you on I think I've seen you on David Walsh's show, maybe,
Yeah.
or where have I seen you, or maybe on AOC's show. Does name ring a bell?
I know I'm familiar with AOC, but never been on the show. No, but David, yes.
Okay. Now, how do you feel? How are you feeling about all these people taking off lately? How do you feel like you're going to be the next person from Walsh's show that goes on Destiny? Because we got like 3 people from his show. It seems to be the fast track to Destiny.
No. I'm getting a little bit of breakup here, but no, not at all. I'm actually unsubscribe and dislike when it comes to me. So I'm not one of these people who I'm not trying to get a cup of clout, so to speak. I don't need any cups of clout.
Okay.
Yeah, not me.
You're not. You don't want to be famous. You want to, if anything, you want to be not famous at all.
Yeah, that's the best.
Yeah. All right.
You get it. Well, it's just like I like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who cares about being famous? I don't want to suck the devil's dick. No.
Yeah, because I mean, you see how that goes with people. Like, I mean, what's his name? Red Bar. Now, do you follow Red Bar?
Do I follow Red Bar? Occasionally. Occasionally, I do.
Okay, because I heard him saying recently that he didn't want to be famous. Like, he had a similar thing that you were saying.
He already is.
He already is.
Yeah.
And I think it's making him nervous, and he wants to, like, get rid of people or something.
Yeah, I hate when people say that. Look, I'm a nobody, right? Like, so it's easy. Like, I can't believe Red Bar would say that. Like, every comedian, he has his name on the tip of their tongue, hoping he doesn't talk about them. He's famous.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I could talk about any comedian. Yeah. Nobody gives a fuck. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. Maybe you'll be that. Maybe someday you'll be Red Bar.
I'm just fucking chilling, dude. What are you talking about?
I don't know. You know, who knows?
What about
you,
Bustérs? You've been to the pinnacle. You've rubbed shoulders with the top of the top. Let's be honest.
I mean,
you know more people than I do. You have more social currency than I do.
I know a few people. I know David Walsh. I know AOC. I know Sam Hill. I know Kenny TV. Shappy.
Unbleached.
Yeah,
the list goes on.
He was here.
The list goes on for you, brother.
Yeah, I mean, like, I know a few people, but I shut down my channel. I deleted my channel and start over. See what happens.
I like that. I think that's hungry. I think that's humble. I started a new channel. I didn't want to tell you this, but you influenced me.
Oh.
Once I get to 500 subscribers on my channel, I'm done with it. I'm going to a new channel, and I peak at 500. That's my rule.
All right. You just go to a new channel? You just keep doing?
Yeah, so I'm Provo Kid, and because of you and, you know, a couple other people like David Walsh, who, you know, humble hunters, I call them, you know, I'm looking to just start something new with Provo King. So I've been knighted, I've been crowned, and now I'm Provo King. But that channel only has like 16 subscribers. I'm working on it, and it's going to turn into a 24-hour channel.
24-hour channel?
Yeah. I'm going to hard record 12 hours of content of things I've done and do, and then I'm going to pop in for a 1-hour podcast here and there.
So it's called Provo King.
Yeah, if you go to Provo Kids channel and then you go to my like channels tab, it's one of the channels featured.
Okay. Yeah, let me pull this up.
You don't need to subscribe. Please don't. You can subscribe to
Don't
Provo
want me
Kids.
to subscribe.
Don't subscribe to Provo Kid. The rule is unsubscribe and dislike for Provo Kid.
Okay. And now what is the reasoning behind that? You just don't want it to become too big?
I'm not doing what I'm not here to, like, everything I do is for fun. You know, like, everybody's trying to, like, the last thing I want is to sit in a chair for 12 hours a day. You know what I mean? Like, that ain't me, dude. That is everybody on YouTube nowadays. Like, if they're trying to make something that's, like, streaming for 12 hours. And, like, Sam Hill set the record. I respect Sam Hill. A lot of people may not be familiar with him, but...
So, Sam Hill, for the universal audience, he founded Bustérs.
He did?
So he...
wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so he started it...
You're pretty famous, but you play humble, dude. I kind of bought it.
I'm not famous. I don't think I'm...
Well, in the crowd I'm familiar with, you're well respected. I'll say that.
Okay.
You're a well respected man.
That's good. I'm surprised, but you know, I think that you're talking about Sam Hill, right? And what were you saying about him?
12-hour streams. That's what everybody does. They sit in front of a computer for 12 hours a day. I can't do that. Shout out Sunny Days forever. She's a wonderful person. Give Hostbusters a follow if you can. Dude's a great content creator.
Yeah. So you were telling me your channel was called Provo Kid.
Yeah, Provo Kid.
No, your other channel was called Provo King.
Yeah.
And that's you're gonna move on to that, and it's gonna be your new thing, right?
Yeah, where I live stream and do everything I want to do. Yeah.
Okay.
And then smaller audience, I go back. Honestly, I average about 6, 3, 4, 5. Sometimes I peak at 15, and until I get to 50, I imagine I might get to 20 viewers if I'm lucky. But you know, it's not about that. So as soon as I get to 500 subs, Provo King is where it's at, dude. I'm done with the channel.
And then you'll move on to Provo
King
President. And Provo.
Yeah, after Provo King, if I get to 500 subs again, I'll have to evolve into a new character. I actually have it ready. I can't break it out right now, but it's kind of a gamer character. I can try it if you want.
All right. What you're gonna become a gamer?
Hey, what's up,
character?
Are you ready? Yeah, so I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna maybe stream video games. This is my third arc.
Okay.
Hey guys, what's up? This is Provo Kid. I'll create a new name, obviously. And I got a little bit of a list. And I'm like, hey, fuck you, you're a piece of shit gamer. Something like that, but I feel like it's so basic, Ghostbusters. I like it. Like, this video gamer who's got this autistic angle and talks with a lisp. I think that can only carry a gaming stream so far.
So what is the
That's my third
autistic
arc. I haven't even
angle?
got there, right? Like, I have to do Provo King first. But after that is the autistic gamer.
Okay.
That's after I evolved Provo King, brother. If that makes sense.
All right. Yeah.
Hey, multi-layered, that's for sure.
Yeah. So do you know about, and let me ask you a question. So I was talking to somebody recent who was Mormon, and they were saying that it's all about.
Hey, God bless you, Sonny. Thanks, appreciate that. Sunny Days, hey.
Oh, what did they say?
Just give her a follow, too. She's a great content creator.
For sure.
Give her a follow.
Yeah. Can I do that from,
Yeah, try to do it. She's going to bed, but shout out to her. You were going to say something, too, also?
Yeah, I'll follow her. I might have to do it after the stream.
I'll send her your link. I'll follow her. It's easy. She's a great she's a wonderful person. But what were you going to say about my arc of going from Provo King to an autistic gamer? Something like that.
So what does it mean, the autistic angle on gaming? Like, is that like a perspective? Is that a different perspective on gaming?
Perhaps, yeah. It's just like this list thing, and this character comes out and it's like, hey, fuck you guys. It's like, help me get the team kill. Maybe I sabotage. You create little clips where you agitate people, stuff like that. And you kind of micro content create, and then macro content create on the larger aspect of the streaming. But you aggravate, like, so I'm Provo Kid, so I provoke. So then you aggravate people and try to create content on that. But it's tried and true. It's already been done. I'm not trying to be original. But
so you aggravate people?
Yeah,
people get pissed off at you?
I'm Provo Kid, not you. I like you, but like.
But you were fighting. Oh, were you? What's his name? Jeffrey, right? You and him were getting in a big beef on David Walsh's channel, and you were like talking shit, telling him like he doesn't know how to raise his kids.
Perhaps, I don't know. Jeffrey doesn't ring a bell, to be honest.
Or Ben?
I've talked a lot of shit on Ben. I can say maybe I've said some shit to him for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, the Thorpes I've had my fair exchanges with. That's for sure.
Are they? Is it true all this stuff they're saying about this guy?
Well, so my rule is I won't talk about them because he's threatened to sue me. So I won't. I like my rule. My general rule of thumb is I will co-create with them, but I'm not going to allow myself to talk about them without them being here, so to speak.
All right.
Yeah,
he threatened to
sue me.
That's all right.
I'm really provoking. I'm really provoked. I pushed the limit, I think, and then they didn't like it, so then I pulled back.
Oh, so Provo King.
Provoking.
Put it together. Provoking.
Yeah, I'm very provoking. And Provo Kid is provoked.
Yeah. Now, are you cool with the people who now do you get provoked by people? Do you get set off? Do people go after you?
Intentionally so, yeah, like, of course. You know what I mean? Like, that happens, but I'm a performance artist, right, first and foremost. And so anything I do in character and what I do is like, I get provoked and I provoke, and I play off of it to create content, because conflict content is king, right? So if you can create conflict, you win.
Yeah. And that's the Sam Hill mindset, right? Now, did Sam Hill drill this into you, or did you already have this mindset before you met him?
So I'm just familiar with like the algorithm. So algorithms in general promote conflict, and people in general promote conflict, where I can say something nice to anybody famous, and they won't say shit, but Will Sasso banned me. I get under people's skins, right? Because it takes something negative to get people's attention. You can be kind and sweetheart all day, no one gives a fuck. But if you want someone's attention, you got to provoke them. And then after you provoke them, you can corral them and do what you want with them.
That is true.
Yeah. Nobody gets anywhere with honey. That's the most absurd lie in the world. Honey starts with a sting, and then after that, you can use the honey.
Wow. So, that so, so that's your approach. So do you find targets like people out there, and then
I just don't do anything. I'm just hanging out, right? Like, I really don't have targets. I don't look for anything. I started with a podcast where I talked to myself for an hour, and then I met the Thorpes, if that makes sense. And then I found out about live streaming. So this is something kind of new to me. But I used to only provoke in chat, in comments. And I had a segment called Catch Me in the Comments. And in my podcast, I would review me, and my goal used to be having the highest rated, highest liked chat in the picture on Instagram or whatever, and aggravating people in the comments and chat, and then I would review it on my podcast. But it's kind of an old arc, and I moved past that. And then I moved on to live streaming once I met the Thorpes, and like I started provoking people online. That's where I'm at right now. But you're a friend. I'm not provoking you. I'm not in that character. That's not what I'm doing.
so all right. So I know exactly what you're talking about, because that was my approach with Red Bar, and it worked.
Yeah.
So that's that's what you do when you want. How do you do? Okay, so all right. I need to do that more, I think. But I'm not going to steal your style.
No, I don't give a fuck.
I'm going to do it in
my
my own way.
I'm copying everybody. Like I'm not original. Don't think I ever am, please.
So let's say, all right, I need to pick somebody new, because Red Bar was the first dude that like got me on the map. I got to pick a new person. Who can you think who out there is similar to Red Bar? Actually, that's making you do all the work. Let me think of the person.
No, we can work together. This is collaborative. I'll think of music, the combined mind here.
All right. There's we got Brendan Schaub out there. He's doing his thing. I don't know if he's.
Can I tell you about Theo Von?
Yeah.
I got the worst theory about Theo Von. Nobody looks into this, and I almost don't want to share it on Instagram because my insight is only available to me and my life experience, right? I'll just share this.
Okay.
Father's a psychologist, worked in a prison for, it's almost too much, right? But all I'm going to say is, I love Theo Von, and there's just, Theo Von's a good person, right? You like him?
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, I like him too. I can't talk about it, dude. We gotta talk about somewhere else.
All right.
Somewhere else. So we're talking about targets, what else? I already feel bad even bringing that up. Because who's up there, right? It's Brendan Shaw. Then you're looking at a lineup of criminals, right? And so all the criminals are going to be familiar with everybody who's around them. So you got Brian Callen, Brendan Shaw, Joe Rogan, Theo Von, and every one of them's guilty. Do you know?
Okay, so what is Joe Rogan guilty of?
Well, what's Joe Rogan guilty of?
What are you saying that he's guilty of
Joe
something?
Rogan's guilty of. I'll tell you exactly. This is everything that happens to everybody with money and power. You become the same thing with any drug. It becomes. A lot of people don't know how to deal with this, right? So the drug is you have everything. So your dopamine runs out. Imagine if you can buy any drug, anytime, any place, wherever you want. So every celebrity is guilty of this. They can fill their dopamine meter any way they want, anywhere they want, no matter what. And they got connections, they got people, like this idea, like, I don't know, man, all of them they're walking in tar. None of them have clean feet. And the idea that any of these people who are on your Netflix or top of your screens, they all have tar on their feet. And if you look close enough, you'll find everything you want to know. But, like, I don't know. What are your thoughts?
That's interesting. Are you saying that there's some underground shit going on?
Obviously, always, all the time. Right? Like, and it doesn't have to be, like, ritualistic, occult, cabal. It could just be, like, where's Theo Vaughn's story start? Do you understand where Theo Vaughn's story starts?
I don't have the information.
All right. Well, like most people who come on screen, they come on screen early. Road Rules, right? With what's her name? Tom Segura's wife.
Oh yeah.
So, like, all these people knew what they were doing into. Like it's Hollywood. Like, we as audience, when I was on MTV watching it as a child, like, these I thought were like people, but actually they're actors and they're comedians. They're people trying to make it in a world of entertainment. I didn't know that as a kid, but I know it now. And it's weird to look back where, like, oh, reality TV, the people, but no, everybody on reality TV is an actor. And they apply for these things and they do these things, but it's a business. And they all have, I would say, incentives to stay in the business, and they do things to stay in the business, whatever that means.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Like, it's a long chain to get to the top, and it's a lot of yes sirs and yes ma'ams.
Okay, so they're doing all kinds of weird
I
shit.
can break it down even more simple for you. Like, if you want to understand, like, get past Hollywood, like, people always ask, who are they? You don't care about this, Ghostbusters. But it starts with education. It starts with school. It starts with schooling, and everybody says, who are they? And I hate that question because the answer is so simple. Because everybody who is at the top sends their kids to the same school. And I found all those schools. I found the alumni list. I know where they go to school. It's lineage, it's legacy, and it starts at high school. And the high school is, in America, Phillips Exeter Academy. You got the director of the FBI, presidents, congressmen. Everybody goes to these schools, right? And it's a few schools, and it's not college; it's high school. It's very simple, in my eyes. Other people might not see it, but when the FBI director and the president go to the same high school, it's a closed circle. It's very close. I went to public school. The worst public school in my district, in fact. I'm a loser. Hate to say it, dude. But I got interested.
Dude,
how do you infiltrate?
You're telling me some interesting stuff that I didn't even know about, so that's pretty impressive.
I got very interested in how to infiltrate the Illuminati, like on a dumb level, on the most dumb conspiracy level you can have. I realized at the age I was looking at it, I'm too late. I can't infiltrate it. Don't money, don't power. I can't do anything, right? So then you look at it like, oh, well, if I can't do it, then maybe my kids can, right? Because I have children, right? And so then I find out where the Illuminati raised their kids. Like, where do they send their kids to school? How do they raise their kids? What's the education they gave their kids? And then I found there's schools, and then the biggest school for the Illuminati, for the black family, is Les Rosé. Are you familiar with that school?
No.
Switzerland. It's a private school for high school kids, and if you look at the school, if you look at all you got to do is check out the alumni list. It's so dumb. It's so dumb how easy it is to look at this shit. And John Lennon sent his kids to this school. The Les Rosés were like the European elites send their kids to high school. And that's why all you look, and then to extrapolate to like Netflix and all the propaganda, boarding schools, Hogwarts propaganda, that propaganda isn't meant for me and you, right? Like we think, oh, Harry Potter, that's meant for the kids who go to boarding schools. Like, think about Catcher in the Rye. Have you read that?
No.
Oh, well,
no.
You need to read Catcher in the Rye. Right? And I mean this. You could read it in 2 days. You're a very smart individual. I read it aggressively. I read that book aggressively. And I don't want to tell you what I think the book is about, but you will be disturbed. And I think it's a bothersome book, and it talks about boarding schools in America, this kid's experience, and fascinating subject. You gotta read Catch and Ride, dude. Holy shit!
All right, I'll check it out. I'll write that one down.
You have to read it, dude.
Dude, it sounds like I have to read it.
I'll just spoil it. Kid went to boarding school, got molested. It's about a boy, but the current paradigm doesn't work for that. So it's not a good school book for kids to read where a young boy goes to boarding school and gets molested. Most kids in public schools don't relate to that.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's a fucked up book. Fucked up book.
Yeah.
And like, how do you go to a public school, read about a boarding school kid in the 50s going to like his teacher at the end? I was so disturbed. You read 1984? I
think I did. I don't have too much recollection of it, but I think I read it.
Who cares? This is getting to an election. What do you think about what I said? Do you have any thoughts, or am I talking crazy?
Well, no, I think it's interesting that what you said about the book. People are gonna, the books that they make us read in school. Like I read The Kite Runner, and that was kind of disturbing.
Never read it.
I don't know.
Never read it.
Oh, okay. It was like about some guy getting raped by another dude for some reason.
Christ.
Yeah. Yeah, and I just, I didn't even know like why we needed to read that, but.
Fuck, dude, I'm so sorry. You have to deal with that.
Yeah, well, so I just think that
God, I can't believe they made you read that.
Well, that's kind of what the Catcher in the Rye you said. Sound kind of similar.
Yeah, exactly. But they tried to ban Catcher in the Rye. They tried to ban.
Okay.
Catcher in the Rye is like a banned book.
Okay.
Gotta read it, dude.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Don't read it if you don't give a fuck about it.
No, I do give a fuck about it. I care so much that I wrote it down on a piece of paper. You know.
I like that.
I'm
Can I
gonna.
tell you when I started reading? 27
What's
years
that?
old. I started reading at 27 years old.
Really?
Yeah. Well, like, not legitimately. Like, I knew how to read my whole life, but the first time I started reading books for myself was 27. I never read a book unless told otherwise.
You know, I felt I get that. I feel the same way in a sense. Like I didn't really have the ability to focus and have the attention to do that. And I haven't been great at it, but have you, so after you turned 27, did you just like keep reading and read a ton of stuff?
Well, it happened because I was in a program where I was a teacher, and I started telling kids to read, and I didn't want to be a hypocrite. And I'm so autistic that I said I will not tell kids to read every day unless I read every day. I'm a man of my word. So I read every fucking day. I told kids to read because I'm not a fucking loser like other teachers. So that was my rule. Like, if I told kids to read, I would read. Because I couldn't live with the fact of other teachers, well, looking at other teachers and listening to other people tell kids about the value of reading and why you should read. And I knew none of them read. None of these teachers read. And it fucking bothered the fuck out of me. So in order to feel like I could tell people the value of reading, I started to read. And I never, like, I did stop. I stopped when my child was born, and then I only read kid books. So now I only read kids books, and I'm a fucking idiot. Like, I'm a Dr. Seuss expert. I'm serious. I can fucking, you, sir, are a good sir, and I, you know, like, it's, but I don't read like I used to read. But I started reading at 27, and I read all the books people told me to read. While I was in high school, like stuff like that. But that's the only reason I read, for a personal reason, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I definitely, like, when I was in school, I was always being told what to read, and it took a while to finally get to a place of actually wanting to read things.
You want to read?
For the most part, I was being told what to read. So.
Man, Ghostbusters. Can I answer your question?
Yeah.
Why don't you do this on YouTube?
Last time I tried, it said I didn't have the credentials to do it.
Okay.
I'll probably do it on YouTube soon. Can you
send me your? I'm gonna bump your channel anywhere I can. Send me any link you can. So,
but you want me to send you a link to my YouTube channel?
Yeah, please, everything, so I can promote you.
All right.
Is that cool?
Hell yeah.
You're a good guy. I don't know why. Me and you are in the same boat. Like, why don't we like success, but to a limit? Like,
yeah.
But let's get there, man. Like, your talent is obvious. So send me a link.
All right.
Let's do this. Maybe we'll have something reoccurring. We can talk about Le Rose, Phillips Exeter Academy, the fact that the FBI director and all the presidents went there, the Zuckerberg, the founder of Oracle, all these tech companies. It's very interesting, but people don't want to just like, who are they? It's very simple. They send their kids to the same schools. Dummies.
Yeah.
So that's why all these. We'll get there. But hey, Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Send me your link.
All right. We'll do, man. Great having you on the show.
I know you know I'm bleached. Send them a message. Tell them to come out of retirement.
All right.
Like, I mean that. If you need, maybe me, you, and him can work together like once a month. Let's start like once a month. Me, you, and Bleach.
Yeah, I'll let them know that you said what's up. Have you ever talked to him on stream?
I know where he lives.
Oh.
I'm
Okay.
I could drive to his house.
Wait, like you guys know each other,
I could drive
or
to his house.
okay.
So tell him bleach. Okay. Let's do something once a month. You down with that? And we're gonna do it.
Yeah. What does that mean? You could drive to his house? Does that mean you looked up his location and you have it mapped out?
I know who he is. He's my friend.
Okay.
He's my friend. Right, so it's not like,
so you guys know each other.
yeah, he knows me. I know him. We're cool. It's not like we have animosity. No, we're cool dudes. He could drive to my house if he wanted to. Let me rephrase it. He could drive to my house.
Okay.
Does that make better sense? He could pop up and be like, "What's up, bro?" Okay. No, we're cool. We're cool. Me and Bleach are cool.
All right.
But hey, let's do something. Maybe me, you, and Bleach, super like macro. No, I mean micro. Like, let's start a channel and not tell anybody about it. Just like do a stream. Where all three of us hang out. That'd be so fun.
All right. I'll talk to them about it.
Yeah, let's have fun, like being at the bottom, dude. Nothing's funner than like just having fun and hanging out, dude. You agree?
Well, yeah.
All right, I'll message him too. I'll tell him let's cook something up. Hey,
all right.
Let me show you something else. I'm gonna ask you a question. So this is a fake piece of art. I'll show you something. And this is actually pretty amazing. You get to see this. I'm an artist. My family's filled with artists. We got a lot of art. So this is a picture, and I want to ask you what you think it is, and we'll end on this, right? This is actually pretty a good climax. This piece of art, I was always told, was a pirate ship. Now I'm going to ask you what you think it is. Ready?
All right.
Do you want a closer look?
Yeah.
Let me give you one. Hold on, before you give your opinion, let me give you one final look at this. This is in my house. Hold on. What is it? What is it?
It looks like a person sitting on a raft.
Okay.
At least that's what it looks like on the live stream.
Okay, now I'll give you more information about the art and the artist later if you would like, but that is in fact a cut-off dick.
It was a cut-off
That's
dick?
a dick that's cut off and hanging on strings. Can you see it?
What?
Now, can you see it? Can you see it?
I don't know. Am I going to get cut off Instagram for this?
It's art, baby.
All right.
Do you see the dick and how it's cut off and hanging on strings?
I don't know if Instagram cares about art.
They're like trans, dude. They're cool. Can you see?
Yeah, they like trans, but they like when they keep it in their pants. They don't.
Hey,
they don't like.
But hey, all I'm telling you is that's a feminist work of art from the early 90s about the demasculation of the patriarchy. And I'm pro-patriarch. I'm pro-feminism to make this post PC. But do you see it?
So, no, I can't really see it, but
you can't see
the idea.
Dick? You don't see a dick at all?
No, it's really blurry. It looks really blurry.
Blurry? Holy fuck.
Yeah.
How about now? That doesn't look like a cut off.
No, I can't. I don't know. It sounds,
Looks like a pirate ship to you?
dude. I don't know. I don't know.
Hey, that's modern. Hey, Hostbusters, thanks for having me.
Yeah. Thanks for being here.
If I was trans, that'd be my dick.
What's that?
If I was trans, that would be my dick.
All right.
Can you kick me out or something?
Yeah. Yeah.
Kick me out.
Get the hell out of here.
Kick me out, please.
I don't know how to do that.
Just do it. I can't hold this forever, dude.
I gotta kick you out? I don't know how the fuck to do that. I've been using this platform for like.
My fucking getting sore. Kick me out.
See, I see. Now you're provoking me. Now you're doing your character.
You got me.
All right. So, that was Provo King. First time on the show. We got him. Hopefully we don't get banned for the feminist artwork, but we'll see what happens. Thank you for watching the show, and we'll see where it goes from here. You know, a lot of folks smoke pot. It's amazing, and we're gonna look at Top Tier and Soup Party. Let's see what Soup Party is up to. Thank you to everyone who's been on the show, you know, making things happen. Whoa. What the fuck? Alright, so I want to follow people. A lot of shit was going on. How long has this stream been? This has been a stream. So I followed Provo Kid. I don't know about that artwork. We'll see what happens with that. But I'll follow Sunny Days and we'll follow streams. Let's see what Soup Party's up to. I'll be back in a moment.
Very nice. Very nice. Shut up. What's up, Uncle Barry? Yikes. What's up, Uncle? Thank you, James. You're killing it. Yeah, we can't forget our people. Change the thing down. No. Chocolate chips and jelly beans. Yeah. Yeah, do that.
getting there. Yeah, perfect. Awesome. And welcome, everyone. I'm getting situated. It's a little weird. I'm not able to use my laptop because he's got to hog it. So I'm going to have to work on sharing the show around. Stay tuned. We got crazy shit to talk about tonight. You guys do what? What is it? All right. Excuse the echo, by the way.
That my best friend, she a real bad bitch, got her own money. She don't need no nigga on the dance floor. She had 2, 3 drinks, then she twerking. She throw it out and come back in. That's my best friend. She a real bad bitch, got her own car. She don't need no list in a strip club. No, my girl confident, now she twerking. She throw it out and come back in. As I'm my bestie in a bathroom, fresh flower house, get on down with me, ready. Then she woke up with a T at the end. I'm a husband every time, and my motherfucking friend. She been down to the jellies and the bobos. Now we stepping out the Jeep and my nostrils. When we pull up to the scene, they filled with jealousy. There's a bitch get finicky, she gon' bring the energy. I had a phone with a C like, bitch, guess what? All the rich ass boys wanna fuck them. Just ass sticking up, because look dumb. And I'm down for some bands every time we link up. That my best friend, she a real bad bitch, got her own money. She don't need no nigga on the dance floor. She had 2, 3 drinks, now she twerking. She throw it out and come back in. That's my best friend.
Sure. Wow. Whoa. Triple G spit that raw. My man spit that raw. Wow. Rookie spit that hard. Yes, I got bars. Chicken they spit that raw. We done got soup that you wash. You fucked up at the watch. Fuck you niggas, I don't want you friends. Fuck the little Mark was all you is. Hand me the dogs, hand me the car, hand me the box. My order the kid, and you cut the law. We don't want power, no friends. Give me the one that you make a friend. You got a car, we gon' fuck a nigga. You got a bitch, you gon' fuck each other. Punch your bitch, punch your bitch, punch your bitch, punch your.
Yo, people say this to their heads. But the doctor found it wicked that be wishing I was gonna be a mystery. How ugly Richard Truth wanna shoot me while bigger shots and other pants will entertain my bigotry. It's news to me. Lately, I ain't taking out the friend line. So come to play the gas like before you rest, I realize anyone would be out at the TV for the rock with me. I got no back to me, you couldn't know, but that's a black for me. Bitch.
Okay. Let's see. Cheer. Top tier. Doing its thing. I don't know. Let's trying to go there. Why the fuck doesn't it want to work? I don't understand, you know.
But he's using it as his like overlay, like his porn bombing. Yeah. I don't want to show that on my screen.
All right, so we got. We got. right.
Yeah, it's a gate to asshole. He's got it on his head.
If you're on that string, then I can just tell you about what time.
I'm looking at it right here. I'll just look at it. What do you feel? It's
2
literally
hours,
over.
50 minutes.
But you cannot show it on YouTube because YouTube banned terms of service guidelines.
Okay, that is why.
Oh, okay, I see where Susan comes up. And Nikki's
okay, there's a couple minutes where she talked about something else that Susan does, and then I thought Susan actually unblocked me.
What's that, Beck?
You suck some more Nikki does.
Nikki titties.
So we're listening to.
Yeah, I was texting with her today. If any, if anyone's lurking and we're getting mad at that, coming in on my phone.
No worries, I will not show porn.
Not like that. Rev, I know you're.
Oh no, I just went that place. She fucking went at everybody else. Fucker.
It's so weird. I don't know why Corey did that, but maybe he didn't need to. Let's avoid that butthole. It's weird.
Shit. I should have talked to people.
It's about 2:53:50 or something like that. So you
All
don't
right,
want
so we're listening to.
too much time listening to clock.
Oh, I see. Susan Money is up there for. Wait, so the fight happened at 2:53:50.
Yeah, start right. I
We're gonna do. Live. Okay, so I'm in his chat. Weird. Like You know what I mean? Some people just become comedians because they can say literally anything. That wasn't me. That's not me. It still isn't me. Um, Alright. So, let's see. Are people like that? I have no fucking idea. Let's get to Alex Cortez American. Too many things. Right. That's what's happening. That's what's going on. Alright. Here we go. So this is what's happening on Alex's channel. Who the fuck knows what that even is? I have no idea. Provo Kid was on Alex? Oh shit. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Alright, so he's clearly on there. Where's Provo Kid? Holy shit. Alright.